commonly hear from actors, though, they get very nervous because, from what I hear, if he likes your performance, he doesn't say anything to you. So the first few days, people are like, he's not talking to me, I'm going to get fired. I mean, was that your experience, or what did you find?
No, the first day, I have a scene with, I'm in a scene with Gemma Jones in the restaurant. That was the very first day of filming, in fact, of the entire film. And he was good. He said, okay, let's do it. And we did it. And he said, fine, that's terrific. So let's do it again and improvise. So, yeah, he was very communicative. He was communicative, friendly, constructive in any suggestions. He seemed to have no complaints. He seemed to like what I was doing. Was quite generous in his comments. He said, that's good, let's do it again. But what I liked about it was that there's no fuss, there's no big deal. He does his setups for the rehearsal in the morning of what we're doing, and keeps it very simple. There's no fancy shooting. I like it.
You've been through this period in your life, and I'm just wondering, have you had similar, perhaps not to the degree that this gentleman does, but have you had similar sort of lapses, poor judgment, going down?
Yes, 1,000 times yes. But you get through that period of your life, and you look back and think, you can compare notes with other guys, and they say, oh yeah, we've all been through that. And it can be pretty, relationships with people, with women, and it can be pretty devastating. And but you go through it. We're all so imperfect. We're all so screwed up, and none of us. We all have faults, and I think we're for them. I'm in a profession which is about ego. It's about something else as well, but the ego. You've got to make sure you look good and feel good, and that you. Well, I was fortunate I wasn't that sort of an actor, and I'm just glad I'm not young anymore. But I see some of those guys around, and they try to maintain their youth. And I knew a very powerful, famous actor. He's dead now. He should be nameless, but he was always discontent, and it was sad because he was a wonderful actor. He had a great career, American actor, great career, wonderful actor. But he couldn't let go of it, and he had all the face done and the hairpiece. In the end, it just looked sad. And he had the young woman, his wife, and the divorce and all that. And it was a bitter life at the end.
There's something to be said for aging gracefully, and I think it shows on the screen too. I think it certainly helps.
Well, you look at somebody like Clint Eastwood, who's just still working. That's a good point. You look at the old guys, the other generation, Gary Cooper and all those people, Bogart and all those. I know Bogart died young, but youngish, relatively. But it was before. Now it's all about image. Not saying I'm generalising, but it tends to be a bit right.
Were you always so easygoing about the process, about the career, about life, or did you reach a point later in life?
Well, actually, it's quite recently I've come to this sort of piece of understanding in myself. I think the last 5, 6, maybe 7 years. There was a time about 10 years ago when I was in a situation with a director who was pretty difficult, and I fought. And I thought, this is it, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I thought at the point, I'm going to get out of this business, I'm going to work with people like this, I don't want any more to do with it. It was a very, very difficult director, extremely difficult, possible monster. And I thought, I don't want to do this anymore. And then the years went by, and I'm going to be 73 at the end of this year, God believe. But I look at it all, and I think, what's the point of getting upset about it all? I don't particularly want to do anything anymore. That's got no burning ambition to do anything. I mean, somebody suggested, I ought to do King Lear, and I thought, the ego says King Lear. Well, if it works out, it works out, but I doubt if it will, and if it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to break my heart over it, over anything. I mean, there are scripts that have been around for a few years that people have asked me recently, you're going to play this part, you're going to play that part, and Hemingway or Hitchcock, whatever. So I have no idea. So that's the stage I've reached, and my agent phones up and says, this may be working out, so when they get the money, it looks like they get the money to make the model. So okay, good. But I don't sweat. There's no sweat to me. I just think, well, if it comes up, it comes up. I don't worry about the box office or what's going to work or fail, or not, because one day we'll all be dead. That's the end. Thank you.
Real pleasure, an honor.
Okay, now what is